Okay then, so good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, 2020. The time is 2 p.m. This is our weekly business meeting. Officially calling this meeting to order. Attending in person, Commissioners Duncan and Fillios. Expecting Commissioner Bill Brooks to join us shortly by phone. Keith, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay then. So our first item will be the consent calendar.
I move that we approve the consent calendar as listed on our business meeting agenda with the exception of the October 15th community development update. There's just a couple changes that have not been made yet.
Okay. And I'll second.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. I'll pause again. Bill, are you on? Okay, so moving on then to the payables list.
I move that we approve the payables for the week of October 19th through 23rd, 2020 in the amount of $963,889.42.
Second.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Do we have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, item 11's been pulled.
Okay, so item 11 is stricken from today's agenda. First of our action items. Item number 1, agreement to provide law enforcement services for Election Day coverage for Coeur d'Alene School District, KCSO. Would this be Lieutenant McFarland?
Yes, sir.
Go right ahead.
This will be an overtime contract. Coeur d'Alene School District has requested extra coverage at Hayden Meadows Elementary on Election Day. They're willing to pay the overtime rate plus benefits for it.
Okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the agreement to provide law enforcement services on Election Day coverage for Hayden Meadows Elementary School.
Second.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Item number 2, development and ground lease, AAL-2020-970, Party of Sod at the airport. Stephen?
Stephen Kierkegaard for the record, Commissioners. This is a new ground lease for the airport. It's the amount of $2,777.63 per year.
Fair enough. Motion?
I move that we approve the development and ground lease, AAL 2020-970 SOD.
Second.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Item number 3, termination of lease agreement for the Party Poly at the airport. Stephen?
Stephen Kierkegaard for the record. This is a termination of the lease agreement, and it's being sold to the number 4 item.
Okay.
So we do 3 and 4 together?
Yeah, we can do 3 and 4 together. Okay, so pursuant to item number 3, going on to item 4, which is, I guess, taking over that particular lease, ground lease agreement AAL-2020-700, and the party is Ben Hanger, LLC at the airport. Go right ahead, Stephen.
Stephen Kierkegaard again. This is an amount of $1,535.04 for this lease agreement, and it is under the new lease agreements.
Okay, motion.
I move that we approve the termination of the lease agreement with Poly, and that we approve the ground lease agreement AAL 2020-700 for Ben Hanger LLC.
Second.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Item number 5, authorize unbudgeted expense for the snowplow equipment, installation, public transportation, resource management office. Kim?
Yes, we are looking to purchase a snowplow for a truck that we obtained through the fleet management process, not to exceed, where's my sheet?
7,500.
I believe it's 7,000.
500.
7,500. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Kim, do you know how much the contract was for when we had a contractor removing snow?
Yes, we had it through BCR, and our average, with the snow that we had been clearing for the last couple of years, our average was about $8,500 annually. So this will pay for itself within a year.
Great.
Okay, makes sense. Motion.
I move that we approve the purchase of snowplow equipment and installation for public transportation in the amount of $7,500 not to exceed.
Second.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Item number 6, 5339 Small Urban Funding Agreement with the Idaho Transportation Department, Public Transportation. Once again, Kim for our Resource Management Office.
Yes, thank you, Kim Riley, for the record. This is an application that has quite a bit of history behind it. Most recently, we applied again in January of 2020 for an award that had been granted previously in 2019. So KMPO wanted us to go through the application process. Again, that was approved January 7, 2020. It was, this is now the agreement for $200,000. The previous agreement was ID 34-002. This is the same agreement. It's just revised for the performance period dates, and so it's now ID 34-X002.
Okay. Okay, so what's the source of the fund? Okay,
It's
go ahead, Kim.
Through FTA funding through ITD.
Okay, all right. And let the record show that the time is now 2:10 and Commissioner Bill Brooks has joined us. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry, motion for number 6?
I move that we approve the 5339 Small Urban Funding Agreement with Idaho Transportation Department for our public transportation.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Item number 7, fiscal year 21 public transportation letters of agreement with the cities of Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, Hayden, Dalton Gardens, Hutter for public transportation. Once again, Kim Riley for our Resource Management Office. Go right ahead, Kim.
Yes, these are our annual agreements with the 5 local jurisdictions that provide our cash match for public transportation. It's the same as last year with the exception of the city of Coeur d'Alene. They reduced their contribution by $25,000. The total contribution from the cities will be $122,558 for FY21.
Okay. Kim, why the reduction from Coeur d'Alene? Do you know?
I think they, like many, were, tight on their property tax funding, and they were also aware that we had our CARES Act funding. So that was the amount that they were willing to pass through in their budget.
Okay. Fair enough. Motion?
I move that we approve the FY21 Public Transportation Letters of Agreement with the cities of Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, Hayden, Dalton Gardens, and Hutter.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Item number 8, agreement for security services with Northern State Security at Fernand Park, Parks and Waterways. Nick?
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Nick Snyder for the record. This is indeed an agreement for security services to lock and unlock Fernand Park. This is just a renewal of a long time agreement with them. There are no cost increases contemplated here, and we recommend you adopt it.
Fair enough. Motion?
I move that we approve the agreement for security services with Northern State Security at Fernand Park.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Item number 9, extension, COVID-19 provisions with Regents, our healthcare provider, and HR. Dorothy?
Yes, Dorothy Cross for the record. We currently have an agreement with Regents to waive cost sharing for COVID treatment, and that expires on October 31st. So we're just asking to extend it with this offer through the end of the year.
So through December 31st.
Through December 31st.
Okay, thank you. Motion?
I move we approve the extension for the COVID-19 provisions with Regents through December 31 of 2020.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, the motion is carried. Item number 10, fiscal year 20 Homeland Security Grant Program application, Operations Stone Garden, Resource Management Office, and our Sheriff's Organization. Who's taking this?
I'll take it, sir. Mike McFarland for the record.
Go ahead, Mike.
This is going to be our FY20 application for Operation Stone Garden, which is Border Patrol and Homeland Security grant. We're going to put in for $80,000 this year, which will be a combination of overtime shifts and then some IFAC kits and vest carriers that we're in need of.
Okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the FY20 Homeland Security Grant Program application for Operation Stone Garden and KCSO.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion's carried. Item 11 was removed. Moving on to item 12. First Amendment Memorandum of Understanding, also known as an MOU, Office of the Idaho Attorney General, Civil Prosecuting Attorney Barry McHugh.
Thank you, Commissioners. This is the increase in pay for Paul Farina, who, as you know, is paid throughout the county by the Attorney General's office. It's a 3% increase, which is what they approved for him this year, and so we're asking the board to approve that retroactive to October 1st.
Fair enough. Motion.
Sorry, would it be a specific pay period or just has to be October 1st?
October 1st.
Okay. I move that we approve the First Amendment to the Memorandum of Understanding with the Office of Idaho Attorney General for the 3% raise going back to October 1st, 2020.
Second.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Barry. Item number 13, Maintenance Agreement, Rico Copier, H&H Incorporated, Buildings and Grounds. Is Greg on?
Yes, Christy Kane for the
Oh,
record.
Christy, yeah, go right ahead.
IT got us a very nice copier for our department, and we just need to get that on the same maintenance agreement as the rest of the county has.
Okay. Motion.
I move that we approve the maintenance agreement for the Rico copier with H&H Inc. and Building and Grounds.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Item number 14, Construction Agreement, Cost Sheet, Hayden Area Regional Sewer Board.
So this is me. It changed because of going from 200 gallons per day, and I can't remember the exact wording of it, to 172.5. So it has to do with intake into the plant. And our portion of Phase 2, which will be due in FY22, is $179,231.77. So we'll have to make sure that we budget for that in FY22.
Fair enough. Motion.
I move that we approve the construction agreement and the cost sheet with Hayden Area Regional Sewer Board.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion's carried. Item number 15, Resolution 2020-71, Surplus Equipment Asset Deletion. Laureen for Solid Waste.
Laureen Chaffin for the record. Commissioners, this is, you recall, we brought this forward last week. the board approved the surplus of three 48-foot or 40-foot trailers and a copy machine. There was an error made in the draft of the resolution that stated that the value of these the trailers were less than $250. So this is a correction to that resolution, and we request that we follow through and get the resolution signed so that we can move forward with the sale of those trailers.
Good enough.
I move that we approve Resolution 2020-71, which is surplus equipment and asset deletion for solid waste.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion's carried. We'll combine items 16 and 17. Resolution 2020-75 to classify records for parks and waterways, and Resolution 2020-76 to destroy records, parks and waterways. Nick, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Commissioners. Nick Snyder for the record. Those records, both for classify for number 16 and 17, are memorialized in Exhibit A. So at the board's pleasure, we would like to classify those records as shown and destroy them as well.
Motion.
I move we approve resolution numbers 2020-75 and 76, which is to classify records and destroy records per Idaho code.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Final item, 18, Resolution 2020-77, surplus equipment asset deletion, the assessor.
Reba Gritness for the record. We're just asking to remove these assets. We replaced the laser printer and with IT, and we no longer have the maps, and we removed the wall panels when we remodeled down the DMV.
Okay. Motion.
I move that we approve Resolution 2020-77 for the surplus equipment and asset deletion with the assessor.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Final item, public comment. Hearing none. The time is now 2:18, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.